something I've never heard you or any of you all speak, the big three speak on in terms of the scrutiny. And I think may have started with you guys. I mean, you had a whole um, network build a headquarter down there. ESPN set up shop in Miami. I remember that. That never quite happened. You know what I mean? Like they had people moving down there for you. They had a crew dedicated to you. That was the first time like crews were dedicated to a certain team. Like it was a crew dedicated to the Warriors, and now it's a crew dedicated to the Lakers, dedicated to Brooklyn. But you were the first in that. Did you, when then LeBron's statement on not one, not two, not three, there's a lot of excitement in that. Like I get all that. Like we were doing the same thing. Right. But I don't think we understood, the other side, the hate that was coming with all that. How were you guys able to, one, process it all? And, there's no way you could prepare for it. And just walk me through the psychology of going through that constantly. Like, you guys were a road show. It was just constant coverage. And, how were you able to, I know it's heat culture. And I know, Spo and Pat, you're locked in. I lived that. But I don't think anyone quite understands the psychology when you have to deal with individuals every single day trying to figure out a way to creep through. And, I think they enjoy seeing us fail and they feel like they have a part of it. Like I said something that bothered D Wade. I said something that bothered LeBron. I got a moment through this and just having to deal with that every day.
Yeah, I mean, it was, like you said, I think at that time, that was the first time that we seen it in our game. And maybe they had it in LA with the Lakers. Mm-hmm. I don't know, but in the new game, that was the first time we experienced it. Like literally, it was a heat watch.
Right.
Like LeBron James had orange juice at 9:18.
Yes.
It was literally like everything we did. And, we thought it was cool, right? Oh, this is cool. Like we're young guys out here. We're young, we're rich, we're famous. We playing the sport that we love. Like this was cool. And then the other side steps in, the hating side, mm-hmm. The side that like everything you do, even if you ain't done it, they make it seem like it's like people say stuff about you and you're like, wait, I didn't do that. I didn't say that.
Right.
How did y'all, me and LeBron never had that conversation. Like you just watch people meddle, right? That's what our grandmas call it. Stop meddling. We watch people meddle in our business and it wasn't even their business. And so it was tough, man. But what I love to say is I felt that that's where heat culture comes in, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Right? It's because Spo, Riles, Fizz, like our entire coaching staff, they preached what was important to us. And the message was always, it's bigger than us. Like, right? It wasn't about the now, it was about the right now, the 10 years, the 20 years, the 15 years removed. Like we're doing something that's for our legacies, for our families' legacies. Like we can't be so into what people are saying about us now, because this is what we're doing. What we're embarking on is about the future, and it's bigger than an individual. And so we all had that mentality that it doesn't matter what they said about me, him or her. Like we all together. That's why you see me and LeBron show up at press conferences together our first year, because we were together. If he had a good game, bad game, we were taking the questions at the same time as leaders for our team. Win, lose, or draw. And so that was just kind of our mentality. It's like we showing up together. It doesn't matter what people say about us, but I won't say it wasn't hard. That first year, we played outside of ourselves. We wanted to, they were calling us these big bad people. So we wanted to be those people. We walked around with that swagger, like we are the villains. When we're not villains.
Right.
But we walked around with that, like, you know what? We villains. So let's step into that role. And it was just not a fun year playing basketball, trying to be a villain when we all want everybody to love our style of play. We want them to love, the things we stand for and what we do in the communities, et cetera, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. And everything we did was wrong at that time.